The Golden Boy is back in the building. The Hall of Famer, Oscar De La Hoya, the man behind the scenes promoting the return when Ryan Garcia comes back from a 15-month layoff to take on Emmanuel Tagoe. That's April 9th, San Antonio on DAZN. Oscar, you know I get fired up to talk to you no matter what. And you look really happy of late on Instagram, you know, in interviews. Congratulations on where you're at and everything in your life.
Yeah, no, thank you. I mean, look, life is a roller coaster. So there's times you'll get me serious. There's times you'll get me smiling, laughing, ecstatic, whatever. But you know, right now at this point of my life, it's the best it can be. So I'm really happy to be here and sitting down and talking to you.
Absolutely. Well, when Ryan Garcia returns, we know 23 years old, poised to become one of the biggest stars in the sport. But it's been a wild year for him in so many ways. How does that affect? Because, you know, you're a guy who's been through this. You've been at a young age pushed up on the highest levels with all the pressure. Ryan's talked openly about thoughts of suicide, mental health battles.
Sure.
How do you counsel him from your own experience to bounce back from what has been a really rough 15 months?
Yeah, just remember what got you here. You know, stay close to your family. They're always the ones who wants the very best for you. Your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. You know, and stay disciplined. Listen to your heart. Listen to literally what got you here, and that's hard work and discipline and the motivation. Like, he has the talent. You know, I'm sure it's been very difficult for him these last several months. But he seems like a young man who has overcame many obstacles. He seems like he's ready. He seems like he knows what he's doing, and so he's back. April 9th is gonna be no walk in the park. He's coming off an injury to his right hand. The mental issues he went through, you know, it's a struggle. It's been a struggle, but every fighter goes through it. You have to just remember, hey, you know, you have to remember exactly what got you here: the hard work, the discipline, the focus, and he has that. So you know, it's going to be interesting to see him April 9th against a guy who is very difficult, very durable.
You know, to jump in, Tagoe is 32-1, but when I see hometown Aquagana, Oscar, I don't have to remind you of one Ike Corte among the many greats to come from that nation. Those guys can fight, Oscar. You know this.
Yeah, they can fight, and they're very durable. He's in the. I mean, Emmanuel's gonna come at him like there's no tomorrow. So Ryan Garcia has to stay focused at all times. He hasn't lost since his pro debut. He's on his high horse right now, Emmanuel. So he's gonna come straight forward with everything. So we strongly feel that Ryan Garcia can just you know, shine April 9th. He has to be careful with the audience because, you know, San Antonio is going to expect the very best from Ryan Garcia. They're going to forget about the 15-month layoff. They're not going to realize that he's been away for so long. They just want to see a great fight from Ryan Garcia because he's going to be the hometown hero. So Ryan Garcia has to stay disciplined, fight the first 2-3 rounds, focused, determined, but disciplined, and then he can unleash in the 4th, 5th, 6th round.
Well, Ryan's one of the most offensively sublime fighters in the game today. Joe Goosen, his new trainer, the legend, one of the best offensive coaches. But some people saying, hey, I saw Ryan Garcia get dropped by Luke Campbell. Maybe a defensive style might better suit him. Do you believe Ryan's the type of fighter that's so good with the speed and power that you don't worry about that and you just let that go?
Well, I did worry about it when he wasn't trained by Joe Goosen. I know Joe Goosen since I was maybe 11 years old, and he has him working on his stiff left jab. And what I see is literally, you know, myself throwing that left jab. Ryan Garcia's strong. He's powerful. He's fast. That left jab is going to be such a weapon for him in the future. I'm ecstatic that Joe Goosen is the new trainer for Ryan Garcia, because in the past Ryan Garcia would be would leave himself open, keep his hands down. He was relying so much on his speed, on his reflexes, that he wouldn't worry about keeping his hands up. Now Joe Goosen has him nice and tight, throwing that stiff left jab. Ryan Garcia is going to be very dangerous in future fights.
Look, part of the storyline of joining Team Goosen is leaving Eddie Reynoso and Team Canelo. And there's been a bit of back and forth between Rye Guy and Canelo on social media, where Ryan teased just yesterday saying, Canelo, I know the real reason I left. Oscar, what is the real reason Ryan left that team?
I don't know, but I hope that it's a future fight against Canelo and Ryan Garcia in the near future.
A little bit apart on weight there, but how are things with you and Canelo Alvarez, who just announced he's coming back to DAZN, your network? You know, at the moment, you've been through this before. You left Bob Arum at one point. You know, do you ever just want to call Canelo a bitch? I mean, where are you guys at right now, Oscar?
Yeah, no, I mean, different circumstances when I left Bob Arum, but look, I wish him the very best. We're not best of friends, but he's a colleague of mine, and I wish him all the best. You know, he's doing for boxing what I did for many years in the past. He's the guy who has the torch now, and I wish him the very best. But you never know. Down the road, 3 years, 4 years, Ryan Garcia, Canelo at 165. You just never know.
Whoa, Oscar. Whoa, there's a little revenge storyline in there, if you like a little pro wrestling. Oscar, look, when you fought, what made your legacy grow so great is you never ducked anyone. Trinidad was on another network with another promoter. So was Pacquiao. None of that mattered. You made the fights. Why can't right now we get Teofimo, Haney, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia to all fight each other like you did in your prime?
I've been thinking about this for a long time. And look, fighters are fighters. We want to fight each other. We want to fight the very best. And I don't think that, you know, Ryan is thinking otherwise. I think, or Teofimo or Tank Davis. I really think that the other promoters out there just do not want to make the fights because they can't get the best deal. I'm a promoter that wants to make the best fights happen. That's the bottom line. We can work something out. We can figure something out. I just want to make the best. I mean, I promote the way I fought in my heyday. So let's just do this fights. Let's make these fights happen for the fans. It's very complicated, but it's not impossible. But yeah, I mean, other promoters have their own agenda. Other promoters, they think about, look, other promoters, every promoter out there has never laced up the glove the way I have. So they don't understand the passion. They don't understand that these fighters want to fight the best guys in their prime. Let's just make them happen. Let's work out a business plan. Let's just make them happen for the sake of the sport and the fans.
The Hall of Famer, the legend, the Golden Boy. Look, we may be middle-aged men now, Oscar, but I'll call you the Golden Boy forever. April 9th is the return of Ryan Garcia. Thanks so much, Oscar. Best of luck.
You got it. Thank you. Good talking to you.